If you have someone in your life that is in a very vulnerable situation and is needing help, and you're wanting to know how to best help them, then I recommend that you watch this video. Hi Libra, welcome to your general reading for the second week of June 2020. Whenever this reaches you, it is your message for that time, whether it reaches you today, when I first post this, or 3 months from now, a year from now, whenever, it will still be relevant for you, even though I'm intending this for the second week of June 2020. And if throughout the video you really resonate and like this kind of content, please consider subscribing and liking and commenting on this channel to help support me and help other people like you find me. I would really deeply appreciate it. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, Libra, you are presenting as a butterfly and moth. And you are presenting from your element. The upward pointing triangle with the line through it is the alchemical sign for air. And Libra is in the air element. So this is absolutely perfect. And it seems that you are in the process of some kind of collaboration or co-creation, some kind of really creative endeavor that is going to be very fruitful. Is the Cartier diamond. And so it seems like there perhaps have been in the recent past a lot of pressure, or if not pressure, just a lot of work into some kind of creative endeavor that will be more freeing and will be a high value asset in the future for you. And there might even be a lot of metamorphosis and transformation that you personally are going through, whether that's finances, emotionally, spiritually, physically, or all of the above, socially, relationship wise. So this is just absolutely incredible energy. What I was kind of picking up on with you, Libra, is that maybe because you've been working maybe for a very long time on this creative endeavor, and butterflies only live so long, that you are starting to get a little bit tired. But it seems like I clarified this. It seems like something is coming up to lift you up, to kind of be the wind beneath your wings, so to say, and give you that gust of wind to give you a second wind. Now we have this other character who is presenting as otter from the water group. So they could be a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, but they don't have to be. And this is a person that could be less experienced, could be your child, could be a child, or could just be someone that's younger than you, but not necessarily. But they do get emotionally overwhelmed very easily, and I don't want to say that they're naive, but they have an innocence about them. They really do. They have an innocence about them, because it's almost like someone spying on little otter here, or about to prey on them. So there is someone in your life that is vulnerable. I'm not about fear-mongering. I don't think that they are in any danger, but they are under an incredible amount of stress and pressure. And maybe this is your Cartier diamond asset, but not necessarily. We will learn more as we get more cards, but for the clarification cards, they got Faf the Footer and the Fairies of the Future. So I do feel that they are stressing out about the future. You know, they might be listening too much to the media and whatnot, or they are just really obsessing about the future and worrying about the future, and they're needing to get grounded, and they're needing, I'm just intuiting that for some of you, your otter person might be in a place where that's not really easy to do. Like their environment, it's not easy to relax in their environment, and they're really needing to be able to get grounded and to get still and to meditate and to pamper themselves. Like they're just really needing a break. And it's almost like this otter person isn't knowing where to look, and it's just little system is just getting overstimulated to the point where they might be in a bit of freeze mode or flight mode. You know, they're wanting to I'm mostly getting freeze mode though, that they're just like, there's so much information that they're not knowing what to do in this moment, and they're not knowing what to do in regards to the future, and they're really needing to just come back into homeostasis. It's really important that they come back into homeostasis, otherwise it's just going to be very detrimental to their health. So now I'm going to shuffle some more cards and see what else the fairies have to say, and I'll be right back. Okay, Libra, so for some of you, I am getting a twinge of that I'm just getting this visualization of this butterfly trying to pick up this otter and carry it to a more peaceful place. But this little otter is too heavy for this butterfly to carry. And I do feel that you really love this person, and that they really light you up and you light them up. But it seems like I just keep feeling like this gust of wind. You're needing extra help with your otter. Your otter is needing extra help. And unfortunately, because it's going to be different for all of you, but it's like your otter is needing professional help in some way, or help from someone else that has more expertise in the area that they're struggling in, or that there's just more financial resources that's needed. There's more emotional reserves that's needed. There's just something, and another source of help is needed for some of you Libras and your otters. But it does look like you really love this person and they really love you, but they're needing to really get back into homeostasis and need an on-course correction. They're needing to, pick up the Hot Wheels and put it on a totally different track, because the track that they're going on is not healthy for them, and they are a very empathetic, sensitive individual, and they're needing to be very protected and cared for. by maybe many people, other people, or there's just some kind of outside help that's needed here. I'm feeling not for all of you necessarily, but for some of you that's going to be necessary. Now we have Elise of the Shadows. So yeah, I think that this person, your otter person, is in the dark night of the soul, or just in a rock and hard place. It's just in a very painful place and is needing to escape, is needing to leave that situation. And I also want to say that for others of you, we will get more into this in the extended, but I am just catching a glimmer or a twinge that for others of you, your otter is obviously when it comes to helping people, take this with a grain of salt. You're going to know best. But when it comes to people, in my opinion, the person has to want the help and has to be willing to make the changes necessary and be willing to ask for help. So I just want to ask you, Libra, I do feel like they need help, and they're just kind of a damsel in distress right now, because this is a very vulnerable, innocent. I'm really feeling like this is a very vulnerable, innocent person, almost like a child, almost helpless in a way. So I do feel like they do want help. They need help. But they're needing to get to a place where they can really, truly relax and get grounded and centered. So they're needing to escape. They're needing to flee away from some kind of situation or just a state of mind. Okay, and they're needing to come to this place of true nurturing and comfort and feeling soothed. The bright mother is, the mother. They're needing to be mothered. They're needing to be nurtured and cared for, and they're needing to be in a place where they can receive. Because right now they're at their max. Even when it comes to maybe love, and they're needing to kind of settle down so that they can receive the cornucopia of love that they are really needing, and they're needing to start a new phase. And we have the Death card here, which indicates to me that something is not working anymore, and it is dead. They have outgrown. There's this beautiful scene in Boy Meets World where Mr. Feeney teaches Corey about how some flowers and plants outgrow their environment, and it's actually very loving to uproot a flower or a plant so that they can be transported into a better environment that will be much more advantageous and beneficial for them. So where they are is not serving them anymore. They have totally outgrown it, and it's gotten so bad that they need a change. And once this change can be placed into action, they are just going to totally thrive and be this bright beam of light again and branch out and be unstoppable. And I do not think that this person might be vulnerable. They might be very innocent and pure-hearted, but I do not think that they are weak. And once they're placed in this new loving environment, I think who they are, the strength of who they are, is really going to come through, and they are just going to really begin to thrive and have no limitations. And they are going to be able to maybe even be a little bit more interdependent and solve their own problems and be a force to be reckoned with. And they are going to begin to open more and more, and they will become this Cartier diamond that they are. But right now, they're in a very, very vulnerable state. I'm getting the imagery of a premature baby. And I mean, all babies are premature, all of them, but I'm talking about the really preemie babies. And this is kind of the feeling that I'm picking up on, where if you can get this baby in a safe, cocooned environment where they can just focus on healing themselves, they will be running around like years later, climbing up things. They will just be a force to be reckoned with. So that's what I'm kind of picking up on. And of course, I'm going to unpack this even more in the extended, and the link is down below. You might just have to scroll down a little bit, but it will be there. And so yeah, if you resonated with this, feel free to follow me in the extended. As always, I'm sending you so much of my love. Know that you are never ever alone. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Continue to seek the truth, and know that love and peace is always the answer. Be safe. Take care. Bye.